and stars and galaxies and Milky Ways and that whole universe. So remember that video from last week? It was so awesome and gigantic. And he holds that whole universe, and we are what? So small in stature. You and I are so, in this whole universe galaxy, we are so small. But our ego is so big that we can't even allow God to have His say in our life. Our ego, again, is so big that the universe can contain it. But we are this small in the universe. And we look at God and go like, nope, 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 nope. You can't hold me accountable. I'm my own person. I live the way I want to live. I do whatever I want to do. You can't do nothing. That's it. Case closed. And you push him away. He can't bless you. But if you go like this, right now, this very second, you go like this. I think I'm starting to get a little bit of it. That I am this mere man. I'm this mere woman. I'm in this universe. And all because the Creator God allows me to breathe right now. Take a breath. That's because of Him. He's just sustaining me. If you say this, that God who holds the universe together, all wise, all knowing, loves me, loves you, cares for you, sustains your life. The Creator God who holds all this together. Oh my gosh. I should come down low. I should come down a little lower. I should go really low. Oh my gosh. I'm accountable to Him because He gave me life. He created me. Are you guys getting me? And when you come down this low, you start right here. You say, I am answerable to the Almighty God, all-knowing God, who's all-loving. It changes your life. You start right there. And then the second part takes place. Let's go. Number 2. Please read Philippians 2:12, 13. Nice and loud. Please read with me. Continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling, for it is God who works in you to will and to act according to His good purpose. Look at that. So he goes like this. Make sure you obey. And when you obey, you continue to work out your salvation. That means continue to live on the life with fear and trembling. Why? Because. So the word for. It is God who works. So the word works. I love that. It is God who works in you, in me, to will and to act according to His good purpose. And why His good purpose? Question. I'm not going to give you the feeling. Question. How do you change? How do you change? It's so difficult to change, isn't it? Would you agree with me? It's so difficult to change. You have no control over anybody else. You cannot control your boyfriend, girlfriend. You cannot control the children. You cannot control your parents. You cannot control anybody else. The only person that you have absolute control over is yourself. True? True? Let's go with that first premise. You have no control over anybody else. You have absolute control over yourself. So I'm going to talk to you, yourself. How much control do you have over yourself? We said we have absolute control over ourselves, so how much control do you have over yourself? So when those of you who wants to work out and say, I'm going to hit the gym tomorrow, and it does not work out, how much control do you have? But those of you who says, I'm going to eat really healthy, I'm going to go really well, clean diet, how much control did you have? You say you have absolute control of yourself, right? Yes. No one else has control over you, yes. You're not going to, okay. How much control do you really have to change yourself? We can't even change our diet. Fried chicken, oh my gosh, yes. Some cream puffs right now. King, go get me some cream puffs right now, man, from Jersey somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Come on, seriously. We can't change. But watch this. Watch this. What does this verse say? You can't change, but God will work in you. That word work means active. God will be active in your life. God will work in you. God will change you. That's your feeling. If you answer to God, you allow Him to take control of your life, change will come, and that change will allow God to work in your life. To allow God to work in your life. Number 3, there will be growth to develop your character. There will be growth to develop your character. Please read Philippians 2:14, 16, 19. Please read with me. Do everything without complaining or arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God, without fault. Do everything. So go do everything. It wasn't everything. Without complaining, or what else? Why? So that you may become blameless and pure. Why blameless and pure? Children of God without fault. Not without fault. Let me have attention, please. Here's the thing that I want to communicate to you guys today. Go back to Coney Island right now. Go back to Coney Island. You guys in Coney Island right now? Stillwell Avenue somewhere on the train track? Are you there right now? Okay, are we good? Pretend you're the 2.5-year-old little boy or little girl. Just pretend for a moment. And pretend that your auntie sticks out her hands and your inclination is to go like this. I don't want to listen. No. But now change that right now, okay? It says, okay, auntie, I'll listen. And you hold on to your auntie's hands really tight. Question. Who is responsible for you at that moment? Who is responsible for you at that moment? Auntie. True? Bring yourself to BR Street right now in front of BB's. Bring yourself right now to BB's. Right in front of BR. When I let my son go, pretend you're getting out of the car. You're on the run. Who's responsible for you? Yourself. But if you allow me to park the car and go with you to BB's, who's responsible for you? To make sure that you're not going to get lost. Who's responsible? Me. Here's the beautiful thing. When you allow yourself to be held accountable by God, God comes into your life. God changes you. He wills you. He accepts you. He is responsible for you right now. Are you guys getting this? Are you guys getting it? Could you imagine the awesome Almighty God creating universe says, I am responsible for you 100%. Absolutely. Because you allowed me to. Not because I forced myself upon you, but because you invited me into your life. You said yes. And all of my protection, all of my own knowing, all of my love, the God, very God Himself, is I am totally responsible for you. And I will will you, and I will lead you, I'll watch over you, so then you will change, your character will start to change. You see how beautiful that is right now? Like I said, obedience is a tough word, but when you start to look at it differently, obedience brings out the very best in you. Brings God into your life. You go, what is God? I'm answerable to you. I'm answerable to you. I'm answerable to you. I want to. I want you to hold me accountable, God. And then God comes in. That's a beautiful thing. 4. The fourth thing that you'll have is purpose and impact. You put those 2 words down, right on number 4, purpose and impact. To give hope to the world. Please read Philippians 2:16, nice and loud. Please read with me. In a crooked and depraved generation, in which you shine like stars in the universe, as you hold out the word of life. You get that? So, here's what's happening. You're changing. You're growing. You're not complaining. You're not arguing. You're becoming pure like children of God. Okay, and then what happens? You're out in the world. It is crooked. It is tough. They'll steal your sneakers. They'll steal your chains. But amidst all that, because you have come to accountability relationship with God, you will shine like stars. Underline that, shine like stars in the universe as you hold out the word of life. So the word of life. Let me attention, please. Question. If a guy or lady is filled with humility, can you see it? Can you see it? Can you sense it? Just want to know. Can you see humility and can you sense humility? If you could, just raise your hand. I don't know. Question. Could you see and sense arrogance? So you could? Okay. Could you see and sense compassion? So no. You could? You could? If you can see and sense compassion, if you can see and sense humility, if you can see and sense arrogance, can you imagine someone comes up to you and say, I love you? And the person is holding out his hope for you and says, you have this eternal life in Christ. But the person you're looking at is an arrogant son of a gun, not compassionate at all, not loving at all. Will you take that and say, yes? Would that person be able to connect with you? Would that person be able to connect with you? No, right? You can't. You can't. Yeah. I can't. Seriously, I can't. I won't be able to. Seriously. If a guy's arrogant, and the guy's not loving, not compassionate, and he says, hey, God loves you, I'm going to go like, really? I don't see it. But here's the whole thing. When you invite God into your life, and you allow Him to change you, and then certain things start to go away, and then you start to understand humility, and you start to love a little more. And it's less about yourself, and you change your heart. And so when you put out and say, you know what, God loves you, and you offer this to people, people will tend to take it a little bit more so. Would you say so? Would you say so? Yeah? Question for everybody right now. What is going to be your greatest contribution? What is going to be your greatest contribution in this life? What is going to be your greatest contribution to your world, to your life? Discover medicine? Good. Become a lawyer and pass just laws? Be politics? Good. You can do all that stuff. What's your greatest contribution to the world? And here's what I think Paul is saying. He goes like this: God changes all of you, and He gives you this purpose, this impact, and you offer hope to the world. That's Christ. He says you offer this. You can impact a soul for all of eternity if you allow God to do this. Lastly, let's go. We finish. Please read Philippians 2:16-18. Nice and loud. Please read with me. In order that I may boast on the day of Christ, that I did not run or labor for nothing. But even if I am being poured out like a drink offering on the sacrifice and sins coming from your faith, I am glad and rejoice with all of you. So you too should be glad and rejoice with me. The fruit of obedience at the end is joy, to experience true happiness. You see, all that came prior, when you allow God to hold you accountable, and then there's change, and He works in you, and you start to grow, and you start to be able to offer hope to the world, then you have joy. You see the word in order? So go in order. Everyone say in order. So Paul is saying order happened, so then this could happen. Let me have your attention, please. I'm going to finish real fast. I know it's kind of long. All that I just said, everything that I just said prior to this, what Paul says, was in order. Right? Are you getting it? All of that was so that this could take place. In order. In order that I may boast on the day of Christ, that means that I did not waste my time. I did everything I could I put out and I did everything I could. And he goes like this, but even if I am being poured out like a drink, that means I don't know what's going to happen to my life. They may end my life right now. I'm in prison. They may execute me. But he goes like this, because of sacrificial service. Those are two words that's really one word. Sacrificial service coming from your faith. And he goes like this, I am glad. Everyone say, I am glad.
I am glad.
And rejoice. Everyone say, and rejoice. With all of you. And he goes like this, so you too should be glad and rejoice with me. Give me attention. We end with this. The fruit of obedience is very simple. When you allow God to hold you accountable, it changes you. It grows you so that you can make an impact to the world. And when you're able to make an impact to the world, there's joy. And Paul understood this. Paul is about to be executed. He's in prison. And he goes like this. Man, I've been sacrificing, I've been learning, I've been working really hard, and that's okay. I've sacrificed, I served, and now it's coming to the end. It's coming to the end, and you know what? I have this great joy. I can share with you, because of this, we can share with me as well too. Can God hold you guys accountable? Just want to know. How much? How much? How much? For every part of your life? Every part of your life? Can you hold you accountable for every part of your life? Or certain part? Not ready? Not ready yet? That's okay. The greatest thing that has ever happened to my life, there are some things. But I said the greatest thing that has happened to my life was when I made a decision. I was a Christian already. I was reading my Bible, I was studying my Bible. I pray, I attend church, I love it. I know Christ. But the greatest thing that has happened to my life, there was a day when I stood there in the kitchen. I go like this. I said, God, seriously, I said, God, I'm all yours. I'm all yours. Do what you want. I'll go wherever you want me to go. Just before coming to New Life Now, before even there was New Life Now, before even coming to this church, I made that decision. I go like this. I've been a Christian, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm in business, everything's cool, everything's fine, everything's good. There was nothing wrong, nothing, except one thing. I just know it in my heart. I just know that I don't know how much more time I'm going to be able to continue to live or whatever it is, but I don't want to be on my deathbed, on my deathbed, I don't want to say what if. You want to say what if?
What if?
You would hate those two words. Seriously, you would hate those two words. On your deathbed, when you're 90, 70, 80, I don't know when, I don't know how old you're going to be. You would hate those two words when you're lying there, you go like this. What if? Because what you're saying is, I missed out. I don't know what happened. I would have made a better choice. Now that I regret it, that's what if means. Are you guys getting me? What if means a total regret. Like I blew it. I blew my life. I blew my chance. And so I stood there and I go like this. Lord, no. No what ifs. No what ifs. I'm going to go into ministry. I'm going to fulfill this call you have for my life. I'm going to do all that. And I said to God, God, I'll go wherever you want me to go. Seriously, I'll go wherever you want me to go. Wherever you want me to go, I'll go. And I can be here. I just have one condition for God. I said, God, wherever you send me, let me just stay there for the rest of my life. That was it. From that obedience, from that single act of obedience, that changed my life. Seriously. So absolutely changed my life. You have to surrender every part of it. You have to surrender every part of it every day. It's not like I made a decision 10 years ago and now it's okay. No, you have to surrender every single day, every single moment. You have to say, okay, I'm accountable to you. I'm answerable to you. You watch over my life. Okay. Early this year, I made a decision. Again, I have to obey again. I said, God, you call me to Asia. You plant me in Hong Kong, I'll go. I have to wrestle with that. I have to leave loved ones. I have to leave family. I have to leave relationships. I have to leave my children. I have to leave you guys. But God impressed upon that on me. Again, it's from that obedience. Am I there? No, but it didn't matter. It was just like, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I'll go. I'll go. That's the best thing we can. That's the best thing that you've ever happened to you. How much accountability does God have in your life? How much are you answerable to Him? Will shape every part of your life. If you allow Him to, you can hold to Him. Your life will change. And so also we can pray. Let us pray. Father, it's warm. It's a little hot in here. The AC is not working fully, but there are inconveniences